Hello, I'm Luke Ford, and I want to be your moral leader. God, what a weekend. It's now 5:17 p.m. January the 13th, 2008. I'm all wrung out like a dishwash. I'm all cried out. The Dallas Cowboys are eliminated from the playoffs. Silly, but I am incredibly emotionally invested in them. So, and I have been since 1978, so it's going on about 30 years that I've been into the Cowboys. It really got started with the January 1979 Super Bowl when they lost to the Steelers, and so they lost again. I don't know why I'm so emotionally invested in them. It makes no rational sense to me, but I am. But when they lose, I don't want to read about it, and I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want to watch the TV analysis. So it's funny, I feel the same way as I do when the Republicans lose politically. I also feel all wrung out. And there's very little emotional difference. Felt, what was it, Tuesday night? I started feeling a cold coming on, and then next night, Wednesday night, I thought, I'm over it. I thought, good, I made a 24-hour recovery. Well, the stupid cold's hung around and it's back, and I've been feverish all day, sitting here working on my computer. But I had a really good Shabbat. And so Shabbat's the most important day in my life. And because I've chosen to act in deviant and devious ways over the past 13 years, it's created quite a distance between me and the people who I most want to be close to, and that's my Orthodox Jewish community here in Pico Robertson. And then there are these occasional rays of light when I feel like I'm able to connect with the people I want to be close to, and that's what this Sabbath was about. Because I've written so much devious and deviant material, I keep up this real strong defensive wall, and I basically march into shul and march out again. Without, I only talk to those few people who want to talk to me, and very careful to keep to myself and not push myself on anyone, and hate to be thought of as too emotionally needy. Just walking to and from shul is an emotional bomb field for me, because I feel like I should say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Yet it always hurts when someone doesn't say Shabbat Shalom back. And then I start thinking, they're not saying Shabbat Shalom because they know who I am, they think I'm a bad person, or are they just wrapped up in their own life and that's why they're not saying Shabbat Shalom. Or I'll admit I think sometimes, I'll get them one day on my blog. But and then I'll march into shul, and then I'll run into people that I've written bad things about, and I'll see them, and our eyes will meet. And when your eyes meet with someone, unexpectedly or even expectedly, and you've had some history where you've hurt that person, even if you hurt them and it was justified or it was partly justified. If you hurt people, they will find ways to hurt you, even if what you wrote was journalistically justified. And so I'm a real wimp. I twinge usually when I see people that I've hurt, and it's hard for me to reach out to those people. I just feel very sheepish. I don't like confrontation in my personal life. I'm a keyboard warrior. This is my keyboard. All my fighting I do here, but aside from that, I don't like conflict. But then, and I'm an acquired taste. I'm definitely not someone that most people are going to want to get to know. But then I meet those occasional people who appreciate my work. Had a very special time. Sabbath morning, I was chatting with someone, which is a good sign. Normally, I have to wrap myself in a book and protect myself in a book, because I feel so lonely if I'm just there without a book as my defense. I carry a book with me everywhere, Because otherwise, without a book, I walk into a social situation and I just feel like a complete loser. And I don't feel up to connecting with anyone. But at least with a book, I've got a defense, and I can lose myself or pretend to lose myself in a book. And this Sabbath, actually, I managed to have some meaningful conversations in shul. And I was giving a thought that I'd had on my blog this week, and the person responded, "I read that on your blog." So I had several people come up and mention that they, read things on my blog and they approved, and that's nifty. So that was really good. And then there's that Jewish Journal cover story I made from August 3rd, 2007. So 90% of people who read that, if they don't have an opinion either way going in, well, 90% are going to read that and think I'm a creep. And so people often ask me, what do you think of that Jewish Journal cover story by Brad Greenberg? And if I say it was fine, then I'm admitting I'm a creep. And if I say, oh, it wasn't fair, or then I'm whining. But occasionally, some people will read it and still engage with me on a human-to-human basis, rather than putting up their own gigantic walls of defense and putting up several moats filled with alligators to keep me away. So I'm Luke Ford, and this is my story. You can follow it on lukeford.net. Ciao.